part 12 of my 2020 mandala.
Getting started on round 55, we're going to start with a front post double crochet in our B stitch from round 52. So down here in this green B stitch, the first one here, we're going to work a front post, so working around the post, a double crochet. Next, we're going to work a little repeat 3 times, which is to work a front post single crochet in the next B stitch from round 54. So right here, working around the post, a single crochet, and then we're going to chain. I've done that once, we need to do it 3 times. We're going to work a front post, single crochet in the next B stitch, chain. I've done that twice. Front post single crochet in that next B stitch, chain. Now working in the next B stitch, we're going to do a slip stitch. Now chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second chain from your hook, work a single crochet, and we're going to work a single crochet in the next 4 chains. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. For 4, we have a total of 5 single crochets in that chain. We're going to work a slip stitch in that same B stitch, and then we're going to do that again. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Working in the second chain from our hook, work a single crochet and a single crochet in the next 4 chains. So get this little guy out of the way here. This is a total of 2, 3, 4, 1 more for 5. So we have these 2 little stems here. Now we're going to slip stitch in that same B stitch. We have a little repeat to do 3 times, which is to chain, front post single crochet in the next B stitch. That's the little repeat. I've done it once. Chain, front post single crochet in the next B stitch. That's twice. Chain, front post single crochet in the next B stitch. And that's 3. We're going to work that front post double crochet in the B stitch from round 52. So this last one right here, we're working around the post, double crochet. Next, we're going to be working in round 53, which is this pop right here. But to do this stitch, we're working from behind this front post single crochet. We're going to insert our hook from behind in that front post single crochet there, into the top of the pop, so right in the top, through to the back, and we're working a single crochet. I don't normally snag these, I'm on camera though. So there's my single crochet. Now we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 5 times, which is to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then single crochet in that next pop, working from behind the last round. So inserting your hook into the top of that pop, through to the back. Looking off camera here so I can see. and we're working a single crochet. That's the little repeat. I've done it once. We need to do it 5 times. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in that next pop from behind the last round. So I've done that repeat twice. Chain 5. Single crochet in the next pop from behind. Oop. So that's 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next pop from behind. So that's 4 repeats, and we need 1 more. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in that next pop from behind. There we are, and that brings us back to where we started in this B stitch. I've done that repeat once. Continue repeating that around, joining with a slip stitch to your beginning front post double crochet. Getting started on round 56. If you joined with a slip stitch in this center B stitch here, you can wait there until I come around and catch up with you. Do not start with any starting chains. For myself, I joined in this front post double crochet right here, and that's where I'm going to be starting. If you're carrying up the yarn, you can start with a chain 2 here. For myself, I'm going to start with a standing stitch, and we're getting started on the repeat for the round, which is to work a front post double crochet in that double crochet. So working around the front post, a double crochet, I'm going to let go of our tail here, and then we're going to work a slip stitch in the next single crochet. So right here, working a slip stitch, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in that same single crochet. We're going to slip stitch in the next chain space, slip stitch in the next single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch in that same single crochet. We're going to slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. So slip stitch in the chain space, slip stitch in the next single crochet. I think I missed that one. And then slip stitch in the next chain. Now this brings us to where the pattern starts. You can pick up here. We're going to start by working a single crochet in the first chain. So we have this chain along the side here. In the first one, I'm going to make sure I'm working in the right space. We're working a single crochet. Half double crochet in the next chain, we're going to work a double crochet in the next 2 chains, oh, we got some fluff. There's 1 double crochet, and then I'm just trying to make sure I work in the right spot here. There's 2. We're going to work 2 half double crochets in the next chain. I'm not in the right spot, so there we are. So we've got 1 half double crochet and then 2 in the same. We're going to chain. Now along this side we had those 5 single crochets. In the first single crochet we're going to work a half double crochet. Oops, I've twisted this, sorry. So this is our first one right in here, and we're working a half double crochet. I just want to make sure I get it in there right. We're going to work 2 double crochet in the next single crochet. Where do all these pieces of fluff keep coming from? Alright, so 2 double crochet in this single crochet. There's 1 and then 2. We're going to work a double crochet in the next single crochet. Half double crochet in the next single crochet, and then single crochet in the last one. Now we're going to slip stitch in this B stitch right down in here. Actually, no, sorry. We're slip stitching in that slip stitch. So right in here we have this slip stitch. We're going to work in there a slip stitch. We're going to chain 2, 4, 6. So we're doing 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have these V's in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to work a slip stitch, and we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 chains. So we'll slip stitch once, and then we have 1 more. Now we're going to slip stitch in that slip stitch that we did before right in here. Now working along the chain of this one, we're going to work a single crochet in the first one, we're going to half double crochet in the next, work a double crochet in the next, work 2 double crochet in the next chain. There's 1, and then 2. Half double crochet in the next chain, and then work a chain. Now working along those 5 single crochets that we had, we're going to work 2 half double crochet in that first single crochet there. So there's 1 and then 2. We are going to work a double crochet in the next 2 single crochets. There's 1 and then 2. Half double crochet in the next, single crochet in the last one. Now we're going to work a slip stitch in that B stitch, and then we have a slip stitch to do in the next 3 stitches. So in this chain space we're working a slip stitch in the single crochet, and then in the next chain space slip stitch in the next single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in that same single crochet, slip stitch in the chain space, slip stitch in that next single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in that same single crochet, and then work a front post double crochet in that next double crochet. So working around the front post, a double crochet. We're going to work a back post single crochet in the next single crochet. So back here, working a back post, just making it so that we can see. We're working a back post single crochet, and then we have a repeat that we need to do a total of 5 times. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back post single crochet in the next single crochet. So working around the back post, a single crochet. That's the little repeat we need to do 5 times. I've done it once. We're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back post single crochet and the next single crochet. So I've done that twice. We need to do it a total of 5 times. Chain 5, back post single crochet and the next single crochet. That's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back post single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back post single crochet in the next single crochet. That brings us back to where we started in this double crochet here. That's the repeat for the round. You can do that a total of 12 times, joining with a slip stitch to your beginning front post double crochet right here. Getting started on round 57, if you're in this double crochet over here, you can start with a chain 2 and pick up in the B stitch. For myself, I'm going to start with a standing stitch in this little chain that we made in between our 2 little stems right here. So in there, I'm going to start with a standing B stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, insert into that same space, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through all 4 loops. We can let go of our little tail here, and then we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 4 times, which is to work a chain and then work a B stitch in that same little loop. So actually for a B stitch, we don't start with a yarn over, we're just going to insert our hook into that space, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, insert into that same space, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through all 4 loops on your hook for the B stitch. And that's the little repeat. I've done it once. I need to do it a total of 4 times with chain and then work a B stitch in that same space. So I've done that twice, chain, B stitch in that same space, that's 3. We need to do 1 more, chain, oh, no yarn over, B stitch in that same loop. So you have a total of 5 B stitches in there. Now we're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are going over to round 56 in that little picot that we made right here. You can push this leaf forward, and in there we're working a B stitch. we're going to chain and work a V-stitch in that next picot there. So right in here, we're working a V-stitch. Now we're going to work a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to be working in round 51. There's a chain space right here where you work these 2 clusters. In between those 2 clusters, but working from the back is what we're going to be doing. So we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 5 times, which is to work a single crochet, insert your hook between those 2 clusters down through to the back, and work your single crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. That's the little repeat. I've done it once. We need to do it a total of 5 times. So in the next chain space from round 51, we're going to insert our hook in between those clusters, bring it through to the back, and work a single crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. So I've done that twice. We're going to do our third one here, a single crochet, chain 2. We're going to do our 4th repeat, chain 2. And then the last one, working that single crochet, chain 2. For a total of 5. And then we're going to work a single crochet in that last chain space between the last flower . Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Working in that next little picot, work a V-stitch. I don't think I got that in the right space there. Alright. Oh, I lost it. So there's our V-stitch. We're going to chain. V-stitch in the next picot. And then we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That brings us back to where we started. You can repeat that around for a total of 12 times, joining with a slip stitch to your beginning V-stitch right there. Getting started on round 58, we joined with a slip stitch in this V-stitch right here. If you're carrying up the yarn, you can start with a chain 2. For myself, I'm going to start with a standing stitch. Getting started on the repeat for the round, we're going to be working a front post. So we're going to work around the front post here. And this is a 3 double crochet pop, so we're going to work 3 double crochets. There's our first one. You can let your tail go. We're going to work 3 more front post double crochets in that V-stitch. So working around the post, a double crochet. That's 2. We need 1 more. For a total of 3. And we're making a pop. So we're going to remove our hook, insert it into that beginning stitch. Back into your working loop, tighten, and draw up a loop for your pop. Now we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 4 times, which is to work a chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to work that front post 3 double crochet pop in the next V-stitch. So right here, we're going to yarn over, working around the post of the stitch, 3 double crochets. There's 1, 2, and then 3. draw up a loop and make your pop by inserting the hook into that first stitch. And there we are. That's the little repeat. I've done it once. Chain 2, and then work that front post 3 double crochet pop in the next B stitch. So there's 1, 2, and 3 double crochets, making our pop. We've done that twice. Chain 2, 1, 2, front post 3 double crochet pop in the next B stitch. There's 1, 2, and then 3. Making our pop. So that was our third repeat. We have one more. I'm going to get that tail out of the way there. Chain 2, front post 3 double crochet pop in that next B stitch. And this is our last repeat, the little repeat. Now we're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to be working in round 54, so looking at our work, if you look at the back, we have it's supposed to be the blue round. I'm looking at my work here and it's this one back here. So it was the yellow and then my pattern. We have these little chain spaces back here. In the one that is between your 2 little B stitches there, this one, we're going to work a single crochet in there. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still working in round 54, this blue round here. We're going to work a slip stitch in that beginning front post single crochet right here. And then we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 5 times, which is to work a back post single crochet in the next 5 double crochets. So these ones here. We're working back post, so starting from behind, working around the post, a single crochet. There's 1. We need to do it a total of 5 times. There's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We're going to slip stitch in that next single crochet, and that's the little repeat we need to do a total of 5 times. I've done it once. I'll do it again here. We're going to work a back post single crochet in the next 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more for 5. Slip stitch in the next single crochet. So I've done that twice. I need to do it a total of 5 times. I'm just going to continue working mine up here. 5 back post single crochets. Ah, I'm stuck. Alright, so that was 3. I got 2 more repeats. 5 back post single crochets. Working on my last repeat here. Whoop. And a slip stitch. Alright, now we're going to work that chain 5. Oh wait. Yes, that's correct. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to work that single crochet in that chain space in behind. So looking at those 2 B stitches, looking at the back of the work, you have this chain space lined up back here. Work a single crochet in there, and then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That brings us back to where we started in this B stitch. I've done the repeat once. You can do that a total of 12 times, joining with a slip stitch to your beginning pop. Getting started on round 59, we joined with the slip stitch in this 3 double crochet pop right here, and I'm going to get started in the repeat for the round with a standing stitch. If you're carrying up the yarn, you can start with a chain 3 as your beginning double crochet, and we have a little repeat within our repeat that we need to do, and I'm going to get started on that, which is to work a shell in that pop. So at the top of the pop there's a little space. I'm gonna zoom in so we can see in there, right in here. You can work in there, and it is 5 double crochets. I've done my first one. We need a total of 5. There's 2. There's 3. Then 4. One more for 5. We're going to slip stitch in the chain 2 space right in here, and that's the little repeat that we need to do a total of 4 times. So I've done it once. We're going to work 5 double crochet in that next pop, so you can see in there that little space to work 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. Whoop. For 5, and then work a slip stitch in that chain 2 space. So I've done that twice. I need to do it 2 more times. 5 double crochet in the next pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more for 5, and then slip stitch in that next chain 2 space. So that's 3 repeats. I've got 1 more to go. 5 double crochet in that next pop. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Slip stitch in that chain 2 space, and then we're going to work a shell in that next pop. So 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more for 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shells there. Now we're going to slip stitch in both rounds. Sorry, let me see here. We're working in rounds 57 and 58. So we have these 2 chain spaces. We're going to work a slip stitch in there. And then work a slip stitch in your next B stitch. Slip stitch in the chain space. Slip stitch in your next B stitch. And then we are going to work a B stitch in the front post double crochet from round 55. So we've got these 2 lined up here in this one. We're going to work a B stitch, and we're only working in that round. A B stitch. Now in the chain 5 space from round 55, so looking at the back here, we have these 2 green rounds. This first one here, we're going to work 4 triple crochets. So yarn over twice, working 4 triple crochet in there. There's 1. Oops, I only yarned over once for that one. There's 2. Three, and 1 more for 4. Next, work a front post half double crochet in that single crochet. So make sure you're working in the right space because we have these 2 here together. Working in this first one here, a front post half double crochet. Now we have a little repeat that we need to do a total of 3 times, which is to work 6 triple crochets in that next chain 5 space. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more for 6, and then we have a front post half double crochet in the next single crochet. So making sure to work in the right spot, working around the front post, a half double crochet. That's the little repeat. I've done it once. We need to do it a total of 3 times. 6 triple crochet in the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more for 6. Working that front post half double crochet in the next single crochet. So I've done that repeat twice, and we need to do it once more. Getting your chain space here from round 55. I'm working 6 triple crochets. Just let me fix my work here. Here we are. So that's 3. And it should be a total of 6 now. And then we're working that front post half double crochet in the next single crochet. I think I'm snagged on something. And that's the 3rd repeat. Next we're going to work 4 triple crochets in the next chain 5 space. Ooh, there's 1. 2. 3. And 1 more for 4. Now we're going to work a B stitch in that, I'm just trying to get my work here, and the front post double crochet from round 55. So we have these 2 green ones lined up, the front post double crochets, and that top one, and that stitch only, we're going to work a B stitch. Next, we are going to work a slip stitch in that B stitch. Slip stitch in the chain space, slip stitch in the B stitch, and then slip stitch in both of those chain spaces from rounds 57 and 58. Now that brings us back to where we started with those 5 double crochets. I've done this repeat once. You can continue repeating that around a total of 12 times, joining with a slip stitch to your beginning double crochet. That brings us to the end of this section. For more crochet patterns, tutorials, and yarn shop, please visit my blog, dearestdebbie.com.